Well, hello! It's me again, and I'm back with a fixed camera and terrible lighting. Yay! I'm coming here again to you guys, and I have another story. Hooray! If you don't like my stories or when I jibber jab for like 15 minutes, then you're gonna want to click away because this is me, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna chat for however long this video is. So, I've just been inspired, aka I've been drinking. I want to talk about Japan because that's all I ever want to talk about. Ask anybody that I freaking talk to because they're gonna be like, this chick doesn't fucking stop talking about Japan. Today I want to talk about clubbing again. I got a lot of positive feedback on my last clubbing video, and that's awesome. This is not necessarily a story of clubbing. This is just another club kind of like review or what I like. Last time I talked about Club Asia and a bad experience I had there and how I don't really like that bar. And today I'm going to talk about a bar that I love / loved. And the bar I'm talking about is Gaspanic. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. Obviously I have to wear my Gaspanic staff shirt while I tell this story. Where is it? There you go, see? Gaspanic. Yeah. Yeah. This was an epic freaking gift from one of my friends who is a regular at the Black Lion, and he used to be a staff member at Gaspanic, and he gave me his old shirt, and I was like, yeah buddy, awesome. If you guys don't know, the Black Lion is the bar I work at. Shing. Is the bar I used to work at when I was in Japan, so check out my job video if you have questions about that. Gaspanic was the second bar that I had ever gone to in Japan when I went to Japan with my friend. In Tokyo, there were 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 2 in Shibuya and 2 in Roppongi. One of them in Shibuya has closed down. The very first time I had ever gone to Gaspanic, I went down to the one that is upstairs in Roppongi. We'd usually do Gaspanic Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We would alternate between the 2 in Roppongi, and in our second time around in Japan, we went to the Shibuya one, well, one of the Shibuya ones more often. But we usually stuck to the Roppongi one. Alright, so the upstairs one in Roppongi was our first, generally our bar of choice. It's a really good atmosphere. Okay, well, what I'm talking about right now is what it was about 3 years ago. Okay, so it's really different from what I've experienced now, but I'm going to talk about how it was 3 years ago, and then I'll explain how I feel it's different now. So back in the day, it was really, really fun. We were underage at the time. The drinking age in Japan is 20 years old. The drinking age is not really enforced in Japan unless you are quite obviously like 11 years old, and they're going to be like, don't go into the club. Except, actually, in my story in Club Asia, I'm not sure if I mentioned that we were ID'd, which was very strange. But that was in Shibuya, and then Roppongi is very foreigner-based, and they, like, never have I ever been ID'd in Roppongi. So the atmosphere in Gaspanic is actually really, really good. It's a fun mood. You know, the music is very, like, American R&B and hip-hop. Really small. If you do actually get a good look at it, which is hard because it's so dark in there, when you walk through the doors and you turn to your right, they have like a seating area with booths and things. And I know that is generally used just for like chilling. It's almost like a VIP section when there are events, but regularly, like, anybody can sit there. And then we would go to the dance floor, which would be to your left when you walked through the door. And then if you looked straight through the door, there's the bar that runs along the entire back section of the bar. Gaspanic prices for alcohol is generally the same as anywhere else. They're a little bit high. For like a Smirnoff Ice, it's like 700 yen, which is like $9, and I think that's cray because you can go to the fucking 7-Eleven and buy a Smirnoff Ice for 300 yen, which is like $4, and that's just cuckoo bananas if you're gonna go to the bar and pay like $10 or whatever I said for that when you can buy it for super cheap. So pre-drinking is your best friend in Japan. However, Gaspanic, the staff are gonna try and make you drink. The rule in Gaspanic is you have to have a drink in hand. This rule is enforced, I think it generally depends on who you are. For me and my friend, being pretty foreigners, we were never actively forced to buy a drink. Staff will come up with like a menu and a flashlight and they'll be like, oh, what would you like to drink? And if we're like, sorry, if you're like a Japanese dude and you go, no, I don't want anything, they're gonna be like, no, you gotta order something or you're kicked out. Whereas with us, if we were like, I don't really want anything, they're gonna be like, well, you should order. And we'll be like, yeah, well, you know, we're not really drinking that much right now. And they'll be like, okay, and then they'll leave you alone. So again, I think it's kind of like a double standard thing. I think they just kind of choose who they are going to enforce this rule on and who they're gonna kind of let it slide. Thursday nights, they have super cheap drinks. I think all their drinks are like 500 yen, which is a sweet price for a bar that we would actually pay that money to drink there instead of pre-drink. So that would be why we went to Thursdays. Thursdays were generally really busy, but it was a really different crowd than like Friday, Saturdays. Friday, Saturdays were like the party crowd, like let's go crazy. The one in Roppongi, we would always dance on the bar. The bar was like always filled with the girls. No boys could go on the bar. That was a no-no. They would kick you down. But girls were super welcome on the bar and we would dance our asses off. Sometimes we would come up with like a fire extinguisher and they would just like blow, which was bad if you like were wearing a flowy skirt, which sometimes happened, and then it was like, woo! And then it was like, these are my panties. Hopefully you kind of got an idea with my rambling of kind of how Gaspanic was. However, Gaspanic has had a lot of controversy with the fact that I don't really know the laws in Japan, but it seems like you need to have a dance license to be a dance bar. There's an actual license that's different from like a pub, say like the Black Lion, and then like a club, say like Club Asia. Now, I feel that Gaspanic doesn't have this proper license that allows dancing in their club. So you need this license to become an actual like club as opposed to just like a sit down bar, and I don't think Gaspanic has that license, and that is why they get in trouble so often. I have seen so many things on Japanese news or heard so many things on news articles about how Gaspanic gets like raided by police and people get in trouble for dancing. Hello, am I in Footloose? Like, you can't dance? I'm not too sure exactly the rules, but I know that Gaspanic has signs that say no dancing. It's just bizarre because nobody follows that rule anyway. So that was the one Gaspanic in Roppongi. That was the one we always went to. I had actually met Yui at that bar, and Yui is in quite a few of my videos. He's in my potato sticks video, my friend's video, and my typical night in Tokyo video. I met a lot of my friends there. Actually, Gaspanic is a place where I made a lot of friends that I still keep in contact with to this day. I think 50% of my friends have been made at Gaspanic, and the other 50% were made at the Black Lion, which was my job. So that's a pretty good ratio for Gaspanic. The second Gaspanic is also in Roppongi that we would go to a lot, and this one was called Gaspanic 99. Gaspanic 99 had an upstairs and it had a downstairs, and then it had kind of like a middle room where you could eat pizza, which was not good pizza, but hell fucking yes would I eat that pizza at 5 o'clock in the morning. This Gaspanic was not that far away from the other Gaspanic. If you just passed the upstairs Gaspanic and you just kept going down the street, you'll eventually hit the end of the road, and then you would turn left, and then you would see the big Gaspanic and Gaspanic 99. So the middle room was where you could eat pizza and you could just chill, and they had their lockers and everything. And then the upstairs was a big dance floor. Again, a lot of dancing on the bar, a lot of people grooving around, but there were tables everywhere, which was like kind of annoying because you couldn't really dance that well with tables everywhere. And then there was another upstairs, and if you went Up there, there was another bar and then some booths. And this was a lot more of like a chill section. There was no dance floor. It was more of just like a sitting area. And then if you went to the downstairs, so past the pizza place and even further down, there was another dance floor and another bar. And this was more like, the upstairs was more like pop, like dance music, and the downstairs was more like R&B, hip hop, like everybody's grinding on each other, having good times. 99 is a place where I enjoyed to go to, but I did prefer upstairs Gaspanic to 99. So then there were two in Shibuya. There was one that was a basement Gaspanic and one that was another upstairs Gaspanic. The basement Gaspanic I had only been to one time. I only went there because another one of my ex-boyfriends had a friend there and he wanted to visit him, so we went there for a very, very short time because that bar is just a hole. I might have been drunk when I went there, but as I remember it, you walk down the stairs and then there's like the bar, which is tiny, and then it's like a cramped hallway, and then there's like a dance floor, which isn't actually a dance floor, it's just tables, and then they have signs everywhere saying no dancing. And it was dumb, and I don't like it. But I've only been there once and I've never been back and I don't plan to. The upstairs Gaspanic in Shibuya was actually a fun place to go. Started going there a lot when I had met my other ex-boyfriend, and he regulated there, and so we would go there a lot. And we met a lot of really fun people there too. Lots of cool, crazy Japanese. But the upstairs one in Shibuya actually has closed down, and I don't know why. I always thought that it was busy. It did very well, and I think it had to have done better than the downstairs one in Shibuya. So it was very bizarre to see it close, but it almost looked like there was a fire or something, but maybe that's just me. I noticed in the building it was in, it looked very old, very rotted. And that could have been what the building looked like all the time. I just didn't notice because of the big Gaspanic sign, but with no Gaspanic sign, it looks like there was almost a fire. So maybe there was some incident and it had to close down. I'm not sure. But there are still 3 Gaspanics, still 2 in Roppongi, so upstairs Gaspanic and Gaspanic number 9, or 99, and then there is the whole shitty downstairs Gaspanic. Back then, Gaspanic was our bar. We fucking owned that bar. Going back there now, I think my preferred place is Gaspanic 99. You know, Gaspanic, upstairs Gaspanic Roppongi has kind of not the place to go. And, you know, it probably was like this the whole time. I just never really noticed it so much being a single woman. But going there, there's very, very aggressive men. So a lot of people that are gonna touch you and are gonna dance on you, and that is totally my thing when I was single, but not when I'm, you know, not single. Upstairs Gaspanic is not a place that I like to go anymore because there's a lot of Japanese men looking for specifically foreign girls, and it's a good place to go if you are looking for hooking up because that's why pretty much everybody goes there. But I did go with a friend when I was with Chloe, when, you know, as a not single girl, and it was very, very uncomfortable and didn't have a good time, and I just got angry and ended up yelling at a lot of Japanese guys. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would totally recommend it if you're a single girl looking to hook up, because you're gonna get lucky, I guarantee it. Try Gaspanic 99 though, it's awesome. Yeah, that is my Gaspanic story. If I didn't put any clips that I have already in this video, or yeah, if I haven't already put any of the clips that I have in, then I will put the rest of them after. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I did a good job, because I didn't prepare anything. I just started to talk and talk. If it turned out shitty, I don't really feel like filming it again. So yeah. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. I love you all. Give you all kisses if I could. Some hugs. Just bring it in. Do I look cross-eyed? Holy shit, look how cross-eyed I look. Was I derping this whole video? Oh my god, tell me in the comments if my eyes look fucked up in this whole video. Hey, look at my lazy eye. Okay, I love you guys. Oh, send me comments and love and likes and tell me what else do you want to see. You want to hear me talk more? Because I'll do it.
I guess they love shots here too. You speak English very well.
No.
Yeah, you do. Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Movie?
Yeah. Movie, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Ashley! Happy birthday to you! My name is Masa. Please call me Masa. Yeah. Everybody! Let's go.
Yeah.
My head with my feet, I can crank it in the club, or I can yank it in the street. Rock to the left side, then you switch place. Lean to the right, felt like the film pace. Yank that bitch back, then you dig it with it real fast. Then you crank that hot vibe, and then you jack it on his ass. Wind it up, bring it back, then you go slow. Hustle to the swing your arms as if you're playing jump rope. Toss it in the air, catch it strike a whole pose. Crank that count walk, and then you snap it roll. Crank that wet shit if you wanna. We taking over the floor. The count stand on top and still Superman at home. Lean to the left, now lean to the right. Yo, that bitch up, red, now ride. Crank that yank, watch me crank that yank. Watch me crank that yank, watch me crank that.
Actually took a video.
I am. I'm doing it right now. Marvin, stop it. You are really good at your aiming. Marvin. Woohoo!
Ready to go.
is my jam. Partying until 8 a.m.